Hey guys, Molly here and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing my June wrap up. So for this month I read a total of 5 books. So yeah, I am going to tell you my star ratings real quick and like what I gave. So this month I had 0 5 stars. I had 1 4.5 stars. I had 2 4 stars. I had 2 3 stars, and then 0 2 stars and 0 1 stars. So yeah, those are my ratings for my books. So I read 5 books this month, and I'm going to talk about all of them. So I don't own one of them because I got it from the library, and then I read it on ebook when I had to return it to the library because it was overdue. So I do not own the book, so this should be one less book that I'm gonna show, obviously. Okay, let's just get started. So all the books I did finish, I think. No, there's only 4 books that I did finish for Read-a-thon in June, which was the whole month readathon, and then one was just from I think May's TBR that I switched it over to June so I could finish it, obviously. So I read 4 books for Read-a-thon, and the first book was Molly Saves the Day by Valerie Tripp. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. It was cute and everything. So basically this is the 5th book in the Molly series. So basically Molly goes to summer camp with her 2 best friends. Then they have like a color war. So and like there's a color war, so basically there's like red and blue team that have to I think it's the capture the flag and everything. So I thought it was really cute and everything, so I really enjoyed this one. Oh, so the challenge for this was read a book that has pictures in it, so I read this for that challenge. And the next book is Unite Me by Tahereh Mafi. This is Destroy Me and Fracture Me, the novellas. So I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars as an overall rating for the 3 things, which was Destroy Me, Fracture Me, and Juliet's Journal. Yes, I did rate Juliet's Journal because I wanted to, and it was, oh my gosh, it was emotional, and I wanted to cry, but like, I was like, don't cry, Mama, don't cry. So Juliet's Journal was like really like emotional and like, oh my gosh. So if you really love the Shatter Me series, then I honestly recommend picking up this book because it has Destroy Me is Warner's point of view, and then Fracture Me is Adam's point of view. So Destroy Me takes place after the scenes that happen in Shatter Me. I don't really want to spoil Shatter Me for you, so like it happens during Destroy Me happens during Shatter Me, so that's Warner's point of view, and then Fracture Me is during Unravel Me and everything. So yeah, since I really like the Shatter Me trilogy at the moment, I still haven't read Ignite Me or Restore Me, but I did really enjoy this, so I am very happy that I did pick this up. I felt like I wasn't really gonna enjoy it at first when I first like got the book, and I was like, it's gonna be okay, and then like, oh my gosh, I really enjoyed these, and this book is one of my favorites, and I really enjoyed it. So you need to pick this up like now if you have not read this and you have read the like Shatter Me and Unravel Me. So you need to read Shatter Me and Unravel Me in order to read this book, because if you haven't, then you won't understand what's happening. So yeah. And this challenge was for smallest unread book you own. And the next book is An Abundance of Catherines. So this book was for read a used book. I changed it. It originally was going to be The Fame Game by Lauren Conrad, but I did change it because I wanted to read the Candy something. I don't remember. Something Candy. I don't know. It's the series, I think, or trilogy before the Fame Game. So I want to read that first and then read the Fame Game trilogy or series, or how many books there is before. So I changed it to this, and I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. So now I know why people don't really like this, like why An Abundance of Catherines is not their favorite book by John Green, because it was okay. It was like, some of the characters were like the main character, in my opinion, was just annoying. I don't know. But like this whole it's this whole book is based on like these Catherines, and Colin and breaks up with them. Like the Catherines break up with him, and he has dated 19 Catherines, and then there's this whole like theorem, and the theorem doesn't, like, at first the theorem made no sense, and I was so confused. I'm like, how does this have to do with anything on these Catherines? And like, I didn't even know what the theorem was at first, and I was like, okay, this is really weird. I didn't understand the theorem whatsoever until one of the characters explained it, and I was like, now I get it. Now I know how it works. So like, I was so confused at first, but now since they explained it at the end of the book, now I understand. I'm like, okay. But basically, not much happened in this book, so I wasn't really enjoying it. Not one of my favorites, and everything. I don't think I'm gonna reread this ever, but if I ever change my mind, I might reread it. But most likely, that is not gonna happen. So, yeah. And the next one is The Elite by Kiera Cass. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This is the second book to the Selection series. So I really enjoyed this. Amazing. Just not 5 stars, but like really good, because look, America is just, she can be like annoying at times, and like, I'm just like, America, make up your mind. Seriously. I can't stand when she's like, oh, I love you, but I don't love you. I love you, but I don't love you. Oh my gosh. Like, girl, you love him or you don't love him. Like, seriously. And then you have Aspen. Aspen's just, what does he have to do with anything? I know it's a love triangle, but like, look, Aspen's annoying. You're with Maxon. I don't know if this is it's not spoily technically, since this whole thing is surrounded by Maxon and America and this whole competition. But I don't know. I love them, but like, they annoy me. All the characters annoy me at the same time. America, like, girl, I just want to punch her in the face sometimes. I'm like, girl, look, you can't make up your mind. Oh, I don't know. But then there was this scene with Marley and this other dude and this whole thing, and I was like shook, and I was like, oh my gosh, that just happened. I kind of seen it coming, but I kind of didn't, and I was like, okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my back hurts right now. I don't know why. When I like sit up straight, I have like terrible posture. So, okay. So yes, I did give this 4 out of 5 stars. It is one of my favorite 2 books I've read so far, of the selection. So then you have The One and like the Heir and like the Crown and everything. I'm gonna read the Heir, I'm gonna read the Crown, I'm gonna read the One, obviously. Why not? I need to see what happens. So yeah, I kind of did spoil myself. Remember I told you like other video that I spoiled myself for the One and the Heir and the Crown because I read the descriptions. Basically, if you like read the descriptions of little books, it spoils you. So that happened. But I kind of like, I'm just like, okay, I get the main premise of it all and what happens, but like I like to see like the scenes and like how it plays all along. Like I know what happens, I want to see how it like plays and like everything. So yeah. So that's this book. And then the next book I don't own it. Which is The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. I don't own it. That was the book. I was supposed to do that book right after Unite Me, but I wasn't paying attention. Oh, and then this book, I forgot, was for the challenge, let someone else choose a book for you. So my dad chose this book for me to read. So, yeah. And then I have The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon, which is... I gave it... What did I give it? I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars because it was amazing, and it wasn't... No, okay, it wasn't... Look, it wasn't amazing, to be honest, but I really did enjoy it. So, sorry, it's dirt on my hand. So, it's like... I kind of... Okay, toward the ending, like, a couple of ending scenes, like, couple scenes before the actual ending, technically, I was tearing up. I was like, I'm so emotional. I can't. I was crying a little bit. Like, I was starting to tear up, but I don't think I actually cried. Like, I was tearing up. So is that like still technically crying if you tear up? To be technical about it? I don't know. But I really, so, yes, this book, sorry, I'm like trying to think of like the book and what happened, but I'm having like a huge like brain fart right now. Sorry, I'm just like, I need to stretch my legs out. I'm like, getting all hyper. But, I'm trying to think about the book. Natasha and Daniel. I was trying to think of the main characters' names. I was like, what is their names? Oh my gosh. Basically, Natasha is a Jamaican, illegal immigrant who came to America illegally and now is living there. And then something happens with her father, and now they have to they are like being deported back to Jamaica. So that happens, and then Daniel and Natasha meet, and like things happen, and this book, I would definitely reread this, and I definitely recommend it to you. So yeah, I just like, it has to do with like Natasha and how she's feeling through all this deportation process, and like she's trying to get her family to stay in America, but then, you know, things happen and it's not really working out for her in her favor. So yeah, and then Daniel is a Korean American boy, and he's like going for an interview for, I think, Yale. And so like things happen, they run into each other, and like so yeah, I think that's it for this video, for this wrap up. So I am gonna wrap up this whole video now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this a big old thumbs up, and also comment down below if you've read any of these books and what your thoughts were about them. I would love to know. And also comment down below what books you read this month in June. I would love to know. And also subscribe down below to see more of me if you did enjoy this video. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!